Okay. Okay then. Let's just go over this right now. We started off with Miss TV and ended off in a fight like every other Miss TV that's not for a big push or anything. I don't care. I don't care about this brand split wildcard shit. That means I don't give a shit about the brand split in general. Or else I could have just been doing Shane versus Roman Reigns. Then Bobby Lashley and Elias tagged up because they're associated with McMahon still. And they just tagged up for the fuck of it. They have a mediocre match with The Miz and Roman Reigns. And it ended in a no contest because Shane broke up the pinfall involving Roman Reigns hitting the spear on on Roman Reigns from Roman Reigns to Elias, and pretty much just ended up in a brawl. That's pretty much it. I don't care. This had no storyline because the only person that was going to fight, because Reigns is fighting off against Elias for no personal reason, and Shane and Miz is on Raw, and yet he'll face Shane at Money in the Bank. Why couldn't you have the steel cage match at SummerSlam? The last big stipulation for SummerSlam was literally an Inferno match. Next up was Mojo Rawley facing off against Apollo Crews, and Apollo Crews welcomed the squash matches 1-on-1. You're going to be beaten by a guy with a new gimmick, so he can just beat you up and then you lose the next couple weeks. So, Mojo Rawley had these bad promos with him just randomly having these vignettes of him talking to himself in a mirror for the last couple months, and then this idiot somehow now goes full retard, takes off his hoodie, he has a terrible look, he looks stupid with a stupid little leather hoodie and shit, and then he comes beating up on Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews tried to come off a backflip, and then he starts selling the knee, and then how's that dominant in any way possible? It's not like Apollo Crews is unbeatable. Baron Corbin defeated Apollo Crews. So what makes this a big victory that Mojo Rawley took a shortcut as much as taking the exposed and injured knee of Apollo and using that to his advantage to win. How does that make him strong? And he had the character, and his new look looked like somebody that was supposed to be dominant. Mojo Rawley is stupid as fuck, and this entire squash match was pointless. Next up was involving a contract signing involving Michael Cole. With Becky Lynch contract signing to face off against Lacey Evans for the Raw Women's Championship, and Charlotte. You just unified the belts back at Mania. It's been 4 weeks and this woman now has to defend against 2 women at one pay-per-view. Why couldn't she just defend both? Those are 2 of the big brand split belts. What are more important? 1 for each or 2 for 1? That makes no fucking sense. Why couldn't you just have another triple threat match? Or at least face off against Lacey Evans? But they need Charlotte to have a match. Because Becky Lynch isn't notable until she got a bigger star with her, like Asuka, or Becky Lynch, or Ronda Rousey, or Sasha Banks. And now you got Lacey Evans in the mix, because they somehow got to add some young talent into the frame for the women's division. But if you wanted to, why didn't you have Charlotte just have a rematch against Becky Lynch for both of the championships, and have Lacey Evans in the Money in the Bank ladder match for the women? That makes no sense to me. To this day still. I'm just bringing this up now because this is irritating the fuck out of me. All it ended up with was a complete brawl with literally this bitch acting incredibly outdated. Why couldn't you just give her a current feminist gimmick? You know, let her just firm, let her dress modern day, let her wear like female suits and she wears pants and shit with her hair short. That's simple. That's a simple gimmick. It's a simple feminist gimmick. She's wearing an outdated ladylike gimmick that only works for like small gimmick shows, not for the main roster. Especially with the main roster sort of being in with the times, I suspect them to at least look up what feminists look like in this current time. And some of them do look professional, not just dyke pieces of shit. that sort of crave dick or want one. Next up was involving a pretty good match. I mean, not the best match, but it had a good finish. Involving Ricochet versus Baron Corbin. Ricochet was trying to do Lucha Libre moves and come out with bicycle kicks, reversals. Obviously, we're going to get the same pop a backflip from the ropes. Ricochet also he can do his little thing. He misses a six. I think he hit 630, but it got a near fall. He was trying to ladder around for but the coolest finish of the match, and maybe the second best match in the show. Attempting a Hurricane Rana, Baron Corbin ricocheted him back for end of day. So that's pretty much the best move I've seen in the show. And this was supposed to be a cost of Ricochet spot for the Money in the Bank ladder match. Then Seth Rollins just trying to speak to his opponent. And just vows to break AJ Styles' face. Because he has the curb stomp. You get it? Listen, I love my nigga Seth Rollins, bro, but be more threatening. Have a character. What character do you have? Other than I'm the Slayer. You're the Slayer of what? What, when we call it the Phenomenal Slayer now? What the fuck is this character? At least Triple H has the character. At least Brock Lesnar had a character. Seth Rollins is literally Seth Rollins. If he's a metal guy, because I heard he listens to some Kill Switch Engage, why don't you just become like an edgy rock star, punk rock looking dude? And you can still have your moveset. That doesn't sound difficult at all. It's just, now every time whenever I see semi-baby faces fight, because AJ Styles is strictly a heel and we need to keep Rollins a babyface holding the title after Lesnar held it for how many lifetimes. It was a corny promo. Next up was involving Nikki Cross replacing fucking Alexa Bliss in a random Fatal 4-Way match, and this is not the first time they do it. On Tuesday, they also do a Fatal 4-Way match. Nikki Cross was just there, just to be there. Wasn't Nikki Cross supposed to have that crazy gimmick? She came around like super understanding, and then completely retarded and easily just taken control of by fucking Alexa, just to win the Fatal 4-Way. For what reason? They didn't even have qualifying matches for the women's division. So Nikki Cross being manipulated by Alexa Bliss, that can be more understandable. Literally, she was just there to win a fucking Fatal 4-Way. That doesn't prove you to be the next slot holder in the Fatal 4-Way. In the ladder match. So Nikki Cross was literally just a replacement because she hasn't been in television for quite a while. With Dana Brooke, Natalya, and Naomi. Alexa Bliss just grabbed a fucking ladder. It was a crappy Fatal 4-Way. It was a crappy Fatal 4-Way. I don't remember a fucking spot. That's how crappy it is. I usually remember spots. I think it was like, I don't know what the finisher's called. I think Twisted Sister finished the match from a two finisher and just helped Alexa get the briefcase for a little segment. I did not care. Her excuse was because she wasn't well dressed. Next up was the best match on the card, and that was literally Rey Mysterio versus Cesaro. Because it was undersized to Lucha Libre. I'm a Lucha wrestler versus a strongman, as Cesaro's just doing now because Sheamus is out. And what can he do? Uppercuts, good reversals. He botched the 619. A great code red coming out of Rey Mysterio from the second rope, but it ended off from a 619. And for a splash for Rey Mysterio. Samoa Joe was also backstage on his phone so he can give an intimidating promo. Nigga, why aren't you on your phone? Why couldn't you just have a bit of an interview? Just saying, hey, what are your final words before the pay-per-view involving Rey Mysterio? Oh, I don't know, you can't beat me, you're undersized, even your child doesn't believe you. Is it that difficult to think of something intimidating while everybody's watching? Why the fuck you gotta be on your phone? I'm sick of this shit. They do this every fucking time. WWE is so modern day that they want to go the corniest route of all time. And nigga, that's going on your phone and doing a promo. I don't go on my phone that often, and I'm young. The fuck is Samoa Joe being on his phone for as United States champion? What message are you trying to bring? You didn't even. I wanted for my idea because Dominic is grown, and if he could be allowed to take a few bumps, like take a slam, take a kick to the face, get strangled, do a scene, make this a personal feud if you want to give Rey Mysterio just an automatic opportunity for the United States Championship. Make it mean something. I'm not saying Rey Mysterio get squashed at WrestleMania, in fucking WrestleMania where feud's supposed to end, and then he just gets a rematch immediately in Money in the Bank without any rhyme or reason where he should try harder. This is a good match, but this feud, because Cesaro is not going to gain anything from this except he just has a match. He didn't do anything to limit Rey Mysterio's abilities till Sunday, so this match was good but pointless. Next up was literally the best part, another good segment involving Bray Wyatt, showing off like some cool attire, just showing what he's really been up to. And that's making him look cooler with a cool mask, but he has the hair of Kazarni. I don't understand. I mean, it looks cool. The mask looks cool. His appearance looks a bit cool. I hope this the Firefly Funhouse segment's been pretty entertaining, but they keep rerunning them every SmackDown and Raw. I don't understand. You don't have to rerun it twice. Literally, yesterday was Monday Night Raw after SmackDown. Why do you have to rerun it on SmackDown? You take it like everybody watches. It's on the fucking same cable network, and you have it on YouTube. Anybody can watch it on YouTube or the network. What's the point of rerunning this? Oh, we have it on Monday on a 3-hour show? Nigga, let's do it on Tuesday. That's literally tomorrow, so we don't need to. We're gonna do it. Shut the fuck up, bitch. I'm being as harsh and unnecessary as possible because that's how aggravated I am watching the show. Next up was the main event. And the main event was Sami Zayn versus Braun Strowman earlier tonight. And it was involving Braun Strowman facing off against fucking Sami Zayn. And if Sami Zayn won, he takes up an opportunity for the Money in the Bank ladder match representing Raw. And this is also payback for throwing him into a dumpster and getting him into a garbage truck, so that seems personal. And it was a hardcore match. They took it from upstairs to stage, backstage where the fans are, backstage from the entrance stage, back out there. Strowman kept tossing ladders, bloody blah, trash can spot. They can't hit each other in the head with a steel chair anymore, so they kept cornerly just hitting themselves in the back. Like, you literally can't just do this to protect your face. Literally. I understand the concussion protocol and shit, but you can fake fight. No one's gonna rag you on this. Everybody knows it's fake now. There's nothing wrong. I just want to see a fight. And this had no rhyme or reason except, yeah, you got thrown in a dumpster. But I got a WWE Championship opportunity on SmackDown. Yet I'm a Raw guy. You know, McMahon really isn't a genius. He's a business guy, yeah, but he's not really a genius per se. It ended up with McIntyre and Strowman and Corbin coming out to interfere. Hit him with 2 kicks. Hit him with a chair. Then toss him on a ladder. Then suplex him on a ladder for the easy 3 count from Sami Zayn. Then Strowman got up and then tossed his ass on a table that was Monday Night Raw. This gets a 4 out of 10. It does. No saving it. It only had 1 good match, 1 decent match. No good. The Firefly segment saves it, and a false count anywhere match. That's just a generic match. It doesn't involve anybody bleeding, causing any severe injuries to change the flow of the matchup. If you wanted to, why didn't you have Corbin and McIntyre come in to the start of the match so you can give Sami Zayn an advantage? He literally came to save Kevin Owens. Why didn't Kevin Owens help him in the Falls Count Anywhere match? This entire match did not make sense. The show was shit. I can't wait for Money in the Bank because my nigga, I got something to rag on. The show sucks. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe.